where we'll understand how to gauge, how to measure information, how to compare it with other information, how to store it, and how to transmit it, not with energy, but even without energy. Because this is the problem of education. That's the problem of all our life. How can we store information? How we can get it across to other people? Yeah, but I have 9 years of French, and then I was there recently in Paris. I couldn't order a metro ticket. Yes, because 9 years of French was done so bad with the education. Like now, after 15 years, I've forgotten everything. So, because our educational system does not know anything about the science of information. And that's also the main thing that you have to do when you want to treat people. You have to first know what's wrong with them. And then how can I get the information, the understanding, how can I get it across? So, but see, I'm talking again. My question was, what do you want? You want to know, of course, you want to know how. Okay, but let's try to be as specific as possible. And also, if somebody online has a question, please ask a question. I need it. It's very important because otherwise you don't get what you want. Because if you imagine you go in a shopping center and say, well, what do you have? Or you go in and have no clue what you want. You cannot get anything. Most people go in anyway and they get something that they throw away very soon afterwards.
Can I tell you, Kieran, why I came, what I so desperately want this machine for? And it's to help people with addictions, drug, alcohol, food, just addictions, especially younger people. That's where I'm coming from, why I'm here.
Because you want something. That's very important. And if you only one thing that is being answered, it's better if I talk 2 days and it's not to the point of you, what you want. Who's there?
We have 22 so far.
22 so far, I mentioned.
We have Paul and Agnes.
Paul and Agnes, hello.
Gabriele from Germany. Willie and Gabriele.
Willie and Gabriele, very good. And they had been, Willie and Gabriele, they were there even last weekend and made a very good connection. Willie, Dr. De Meyer, is the author of many books in this field. One is a very, very good one I can recommend. It's called Tools for Awareness. It's like a 500-page book. And he was there last weekend, and now he's online again. And so if any one of you, has a question, please also ask. Because it's all connected to one principle. I'll come back to this principle again. I make it a little secret.
And also Angelica is here too.
Who?
Angelica.
Angelica.
Yeah.
See, this is never happened before, that you can just put up like a little laptop in any room, and then the whole world's connected. Yes, not even free of charge. Yes, and what is this telling us? This is all Everything that we experience today is a lesson, is a message about our world, how our world is organized. So when I talk about information, it's not what a psychologist thinks about information. It's a much wider view. So when we think about information, where do you think is the information? Because we were processing information. Where do we process information? Well, of course, mostly in the brain, yes, mostly. But where is the information? Where is it coming from? And there's many cases that people lost part of their brain in some accident, and after some months and years, they can recover all the memories that they had before. This is like an indication for the fact that information is somewhere else, it's not stored here. Same as with the internet. Most of the information is not in your computer, it's on the internet, it's beyond. There's not in one space point where all the information, it's everywhere. And this is what we learn now with the internet, that really information is everywhere. And that now, what's the most problematic thing? What's the most difficult message you get with the internet? Well, if it tells you no connection, so then you feel desperate. Oh, my internet connection doesn't work, yes. But the same happens for every one of us. And we are not aware of this. When we are informationally disconnected, we get sick. But we are not even aware. Who has ever seen anyone being diagnosed with this informational disconnect syndrome? But we are all borderline cases. How can I say this? Because we are also desperate, needy, not for food. What's the most need today? For information. Imagine, people, they have 2, 3 cell phones. Who in this room doesn't have a cell phone? It's funny. How could you ever live without a cell phone? Yeah? I don't have a cell phone. I don't have one. But I have a very simple life. I travel only to 70 countries like in the last 2 years. I have 12 people that work in California. How would you need a cell phone? Yeah? So I can tell you it's possible to survive a life without cell phone. But I ask you, why are so many people dependent today on cell phones? Not even one is enough. They need 2 or 3. One is for the boss, one is for the girlfriend, one is for the wife and the children. So different ringtones, yes, and or it rings to at the neighbor's table, and everybody, where's my cell phone? Yes. So what is this? It's an advanced information dependence. AID, advanced information dependence. And why are we so dependent? Because we have lost the knowledge how to connect to the information field in any other way. So we are starving informationally. And most diseases today are a starvation symptom, not of food or matter or energy, a starvation of information. That's why we cannot go through a street and not read the billboard.